Welcome to the NYXUS podcast, part two for tonight's two-episode special. I have Graham here tonight to talk to us about a Day of Rock festival. Welcome, Graham.
Thanks, Melanie, for having me tonight.
Absolutely.
The fantastic opportunity.
I mean, it's going to be an awesome festival, so I'm glad that you reached out and you asked me if we could do a little episode. Uh, a Day of Rock festival. What is it? What are we telling people? What are we talking about?
That's a great question. You know, the Day of Rock is a celebration of all of the different genres of rock throughout our hit for the Children's Alliance of Asheville, which benefit all children. And it's going to be 2 days of music. Bands from classic rock, guitar, shredder extraordinaire, old school guys. We're going to have 2000s pop punk style bands, alternative rock, the 90s grunge style. We're going to have the metalcore bands. We've got Dying Oath closing the festival on Sunday night. We've got hard rock band Citizen Kane.
Yes.
They just announced the tour with Traps. It's funny because if you look on the tour schedule, the only date that's not scheduled for them is the one at Day of Rock.
I mean, it's
So
going to be
off the road to
just to play the festival. I mean, let's do it. I mean, the lineup is incredible. I've seen a lot of these bands already, so whoever's going to be there is in for one hell of a show. It's going to be, those 2 days are packed with so much band, so much talent, and amazing people too.
Yeah, thank you very much. We've got our sponsors, Pat and Allen Real Estate. Actually just closed our house today for us. So Baby Rabies, which is the new pop culture and record store up here. We're trying to get them traction. Fantastic stuff. They do all kinds of official merchandise, bands, stuff, and we just love those guys over there. We're doing a pop-up show with them actually tomorrow with one of the bands from Day of Rock, Drowning Leo. So
Very
tomorrow,
nice.
The Baby Rabies, we're doing a pop-up in-house show. We're giving away free tickets. We're giving away free VIP upgrades. We're giving away free Day of Rock swag.
That's amazing. That's amazing. You'll be performing also at the festival. For the people
Yeah.
who don't know you, Graham will
will.
also be performing at the festival.
I
So
will.
you're one of the people that is putting this together. You're performing. You're going to be a very busy man on that weekend. Very
yeah.
busy.
Well, it's a labor of love when especially when it's at the level we're doing it at right now. We're just doing it grassroots. It's our second go around at it. Of course, I'm going to put my band in there. Day of Rock, Appalachian. We're playing on Saturday at 4:20.
Nice.
Shout out to Asheville Dispensary, who is also a sponsor of Day of Rock. They're going to be the booth at the outdoor stage, also at the VIP room. The Day of Rock is, again, we're rock musicians. We're all about that rock lifestyle. So we're trying to harken back to, the good old days of the 70s. You went back to the hotel and you partied a little bit.
Right,
And,
right.
You had your private suites and everything.
So we're talking VIP experience.
So
So
we're talking experience.
what are we
bands.
talking about? How do we get there? How do we do it?
Well, you've got to buy a VIP ticket. But basically, it is a sister venue at the hotel close by the Vatican Hotel. And part of what's differentiating the Day of Rock Festival is that we are offering, a different aspect of the festival experience. And so
We are having our VIPs mix with our bands. Our VIP room is going to be it's called Pretty Vacant. It is a throwback to a Sex Pistols song, but it's not quite a punk feel. It's more of a grow room for a cannabis grow room feel. They've got the dark lights. They've got the day glow stuff. They've got imitation cannabis plants lining the room, and then they've got a master suite that's this big 3-room suite that is attached. It acts like a private entrance way to this club pretty much. We're gonna own the club for the entire weekends. Bands and VIP are gonna be able to mix and mingle. And then after the show is over at around 10 or 10:30, we're all gonna pile back over and do it old school style.
I love it. I love the idea. It's incredible. And there's still VIP tickets available right now if people want to get them.
There's just a handful of VIP tickets left. Yep. They are starting to sell out because the venue is a smaller venue. And because the hotel, we're not just like all over the place. We do have a limited capacity. So.
Well, absolutely. It's a party. It's rock and roll, but we still have rules and regulations that we have to follow, guys. It's not just up to the rock gods and the party gods. There's actually rule and regulations.
and I got to be honest. Not everyone's a VIP, so.
That's true. So get those tickets before there's no more, and then you can't do anything about it.
Yeah, exactly. Get those tickets right now.
What was it like to plan this festival this year?
Well, it's been a great task, I should say. Great because it's fun. Task because there are a lot of moving pieces to a festival like this. It's not a typical festival. We're adding in the VIP experience. And we're trying to be part of the community. We've actually partnered with Pedal Bike Co, who is going to shuttle people back and forth from the venue to the hotel. So we're going to have people on rickshaws all weekend driving back and forth, and a
lot better than drunk people driving their cars. So yeah, I'm all up for it.
And who knows who you could end up next to in a rickshaw, right?
The stories that are going to come out. I think we're going to have to do the NYXUS podcast after a day of rock festival and get everybody come talk about it.
There you go. I'd be happy to do that. We could do it on the rooftop at Radical.
Absolutely. Let me know. I won't be able to make it out, unfortunately, because, back to school specials and everything. It's crazy, but I will live through everybody that will be there and taking pictures. You guys are going to have some media out there doing pictures. You're going to have,
Yeah, we're partnered with a local videography company up here called Fiasco Media that just did a massive festival last weekend called the AVL Fest. So we're going top class on all of the videography. We want all the bands to look the best they can on stage. The crew at the Grey Eagle is top notch. This is a venue that's got 30 years of history, doing 400 shows a year out of that venue. And they've graciously opened it up to us, both their indoor and outdoor stages for 2 days. So we couldn't have done it without them. First and foremost, that's one of the things about planning a festival. You gotta have somebody believe in you.
And that's amazing, because 2 days, 2 stages, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of planning. That's a lot of You hope that the weather holds up. We've seen what happens when you have a festival and you have a storm coming.
We have.
We went through it this year, so hopefully everything falls in place for you guys and everything is nice.
Thank you, thank you. We hope so too. We tried to space everything out to where we could potentially get a few bands in if we did get rained out, but we're middle of August. We're hoping that whatever rainy weather's been going on lately is done and dusted.
Well, it passed, you know what I mean? That big tropical storm passed now, so
Yeah.
hopefully it's smooth sailing from now on.
Yeah.
How's the show's gonna be? Is it gonna be overlapping? Are your two stages gonna overlap, or is everybody gonna have time to travel to be able to catch every band?
We're going to have a crew separation. So when the band is playing, whatever band is playing, there won't be another band playing. Um, and we did that on purpose because we wanted everybody to get heard. And when you have a larger festival like this with rock bands that have some of that more sophisticated electronics and that back line that they need, that they bring with them, the in-ear monitors, we just wanted to make sure everybody had the time that they needed to be able to change over and give the best show that they could possibly give. Because the Gray Eagle doesn't do things like this very often. They like to stick more towards their more traditional Americana. They get into doing some rock stuff, but this is certainly going to be some of the heaviest music that's come through there in a while. So
I'm sure they're happy though. It's nice to bring a change. It's nice to bring a new crowd, that this is
oh
going to
yeah,
bring some new people to discover this amazing venue. You said it's been there for 30 years.
yes,
Like that's what I love about these festivals and shows that people put up and crossing the genres like that. You have it's rock, but it's all kinds of genres of rock. There's so many subgenres into rock now.
I
These
know.
bands are like all over the place, and I'm loving it.
Yeah,
I'm loving it.
that's why we want.
Again, that's another idea is to take all of the subgenres and just say, just strip it all away and say, hey, it's a day of rock. Let's rock this place for a good cause, and then let's go back to the hotel.
What makes a day of rock special? Because let's not hide it. Like, we know there's a million rock festivals out there. We've seen just this summer. I've been to like I think four. Why choose a day of rock?
That's a great question. We are doing it for a local charity in Asheville, and we are again trying to foster the grassroots community vibe of what a festival could be or should be. Especially in an urban setting, it's kind of hard to get people to go, okay, well, I'm going to go and get a hotel room for 3 days, and go to a venue. What else is there to do? Like, I'm not going to sit at this venue for 2 days. So we wanted to offer something else and something unique that no one else can offer. And it's going to be small, and it's going to be small in the beginning, and it's just going to be a couple hundred of us good folks enjoying the first big one. This is our second one we've done. The first one was last year. It was
I've been to shows where there was 10 people, and depending on who's in that crowd and who's on that stage, it feels like there's 1,000 people. It
yes,
just roars. It's
yeah. So and it's going to be in a smaller venue again. We didn't want to go too big. So it's going to have an intimate feel is what we want it to be. We want everybody to be mixing together, bands and fans, and have a space to kind of step away from the festival if they want to go look around. The River Arts District is also just a great community in itself in Asheville. It is the artist district, so there's all kinds of stuff going on. just outside of the festival. And, we're kind of just bringing that vibe to just be part of the community. So, we want people to interact with the other aspects of the River Arts District, not just like come to the festival and leave. So, that's one of the uh, things that we're looking forward to expanding on in future iterations.
I've noticed that a lot of festivals that are being put up, especially in the not the mainstream community, let's say, not the big festivals. Big festivals are just there to fatten up the pockets of people that already have a lot of money. But
Yeah.
then you look at festivals that you put together, that other people are putting together, especially in the independent community, and it's, I mean, amazing festivals. You have what, 20 bands? What, a day? I think you have right now. It's close
Uh,
to close to 20,
it's
15 a day.
Yeah, it's in the last couple weeks. It's dropped down to we're gonna have 12 bands a day. Um,
I mean, it's still good. 12 bands a day. So you pay, how much is a regular ticket? Let's not talk VIP right now, just
yeah,
regular ticket.
$45,
So 45 bucks for 2 days.
2 days.
12 bands a day, 24 bands, and the
Yes.
money goes to a cause. It's not like you guys are trying to fatten up your pockets. So, like,
No.
seriously, I respect that a lot, and thank you for doing that. Thank you for bringing attention to people that need it through music. I think music does that
Yeah.
by itself.
And, there has to be this again. There has to be this level of a festival, where bands that are up and coming bands, or bands that are on the verge of breaking through, or potentially somebody could come into Asheville and be seen by the right person. We are doing a lot of outreach in the community, and we are inviting a lot of folks. So somebody could be there in the crowd again. I just saw that Saint Diablo and Dying Oath are both going to be at the Gathering of the Juggalos, literally like less than a week before they come to the Day of Rock. So both of them are going to be coming in locked and loaded, coming into a Day of Rock, literally playing back to back. I think on Sunday on the main stage, right? Isn't that what it is? So it's either them. I can't remember, but yeah,
Who we got? We got Saint Diablo and Dying Oath back to back on Sunday.
back to back. So we're going we're going out with a bang. Saint Diablo has a new album. Dying Oath, I understand, is finishing up some tracks in the studio. So we're going to be hitting
Dying Oath. Dying Oath has a lot of stuff going on for sure, for sure.
yeah.
I'm sad I'm gonna miss them. I love making it out to the shows. Dying Oath was one of my first bands. Was my first bands down here to go see a show.
Good.
Yeah, it was going to meet Mindy and everybody in Dying Oath at the Milestone down here. That was my first
Okay.
show down here. So Dying Oath always has a little special place in my heart, and always will. They were so welcoming. They were so. It kind of gave me the all right, I'm doing this and it's fun, and there's great
Right.
people out here. So
They
great
took
first
you under their wing
experience with
and
those
brought you
guys.
in. Nice, nice. I have never seen them, so I am super excited to see what's going on. With their stage show these days. One of
You're
the, I'm sorry.
you're in for a treat. I mean, I love these guys. On stage and off stage, stand up people, amazing musicians.
And that's one of the reasons we wanted to bring them in to the festival. We knew that, again, they're hot, right now. They are on the way up in the metal community. And we love what they're doing. And we just want to be able to provide a stage again, and let these bands, make it to the next level, get seen, and, get work in at festivals. So,
What's the hardest part and the best part of putting this all together? Like for you, what do you find hard and what do you find like really exciting?
um,
The hardest part is getting a really solid group of folks around you that are all pointed in the same direction, going at the same speed. In festival world, things change on the drop of a dime sometimes. Vendors fall through. Marketing has to get done by somebody. Social media posts need to get made at some point. All that stuff, and then we haven't even talked about the band communication. We've had a bunch of stellar bands to work with so far this year. Everyone's been very cool about it. Everyone has stepped up and been part of the game. And so we're really looking forward to working with everybody. So a lot of that behind the scenes is the hardest part, really. That back and forth, like even today I was still trying to get some merch in last minute. And I want to give it a personal touch. So I'm actually making a bunch of different trucker hats, different style trucker hats. And we've got like, typical green ones. I've got some nice clean white ones and everything. We're gonna be.
I'm not gonna make it to the festival, but I'm gonna need one of those for sure. So I'm gonna have to talk with you and get me one of those green hats.
I will make sure to save one for you. I will. I'll let you see the entire selection.
I appreciate that. I mean, I'll take any hats.
Okay. All right. But yeah, I'm making these hats. I ordered some lapel pins. Just some easy stuff. We've got some tote bags that we're going to give to our VIPs, and just hopefully have a good time with people wearing different color hats. A different thing about the Day of Rock is we're trying to incorporate a nice, a fun color scheme, and not try to go with the traditional, doom and gloom, red and black.
Well, no, you got all kinds of rocks, so you need all kinds of colors to represent everything, exactly. Everything. Yeah. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So we talked quickly about who's gonna, be the big winner over here. The foundation that you guys are, Children's Hope.
Right.
I'm guessing we can also make direct donations to them, probably on their website, if we can't make it to Day of Rock. How do we help them?
Yep, that's a great question. Go to www.dayofrock.com.
And we have a donation link right there at the top of the page. On top, and then of course down you can buy tickets to the festival and everything. But right there at the top, you can donate straight to the Children's Hope Alliance. And also, we do have a discount code for tickets. Rock 24 is a discount code for tickets. You get 20. I think you get 15% off on that. We're just looking forward to it.
Absolutely, it's going to be amazing. How do we help you get the word out here? Yes, the podcast. Yes, we share your posts. Do you have any other ideas that we can help? I mean, I have a TikTok account. I go live regularly, like every day. So I've been talking about it. I've been, any other way that we can help you? What do you still need help with?
Well, obviously, we need help with coverage, with sharing, and we don't have a TikTok yet, which is unfortunate. My band has a TikTok, and everybody's got TikTok, but
it's so much work. It's so much work. There's too many social platforms out there. Too many.
Too many. We haven't got there. Again, I can't do it all. But I do have some good partners. My partner Craig Marks and Cara Cottrell are fantastic. Craig actually has come down with a little bit of an illness. So, again, that's why you want to get a good team of folks all going in the same direction. Because if one person drops out, you don't have to scrounge around. But that's another thing is volunteer or get involved with us. We want people to get involved with us. We're not trying to operate some secret Illuminati back here. That's we pick the bands. We're not,
It's festival with the people for the people. I mean,
yeah,
everybody can get involved. It's not, there's no gatekeeping here, guys. There's no
yeah.
you want to get involved. Who do we contact? If let's say somebody would love to help you guys, where do we contact you?
You can contact me. My name is Graham Adams. My name is spelled a little different. You can see it on the screen right there. GRAEME at dayofrockfestivals.com. And or you can go to dayofrockfestival.com website and click on contact us. That goes to me or Craig.
Perfect. Like I said, this year, I mean, I don't know how your Day of Rock slipped through my radar. There's too many good festivals. There's too many good shows. I mean, it's so hard. Summer is slammed with so many good things.
And this is our first go at it on the big scale. So this is going to be a proof of concept for us as far as the organizational concepts to the festival and getting the right people in place. So we're gonna have a lot of fun doing it. It's gonna be low key. Like I said, we've got the amazing VIP room. We're gonna have the rickshaws going people back and forth. We're gonna have bands all day long.
I mean, just that should be a seller. The rickshaw and the hotel experience. I haven't seen another festival that offered that. So that's what you guys have more than the other ones. So of course, like I said, this year is just for me with the kids going to school and everything, and my oldest decided to be a color guard this year, so that stacks up a lot of money on going back to school. But next year, please let me know in advance anything we can do here at the podcast. I mean, let me know, me and Amanda, anything you need.
You got it, Melanie. I really appreciate everything, and definitely don't hesitate to reach out to me if you need anything. And if you do get a wild hair and can make it, I got some VIP tickets for you.
I appreciate that. We'll see what we can do. I mean, it's Asheville. I'm close to Charlotte. I'm about 20 minutes from Charlotte, so
Okay. Well,
I'll see. I'll talk to Amanda, see if she could get the weekend off. That's the first problem.
Yeah, right. We'll just send you a message and I'll have the hookup for you.
Sounds good. I'll need to know what the hotel is so I could check out the prices with rooms and everything, because that's the fun thing with festivals, is they're really fun to go to, but when they're not close to home, there's a lot of expensive to think about. Anybody that's around Asheville right now, y'all deem yourself lucky and just go for the festival. Like, seriously.
Yeah. We're trying to work out deals with local hotels. The Radical, again, they are offering a discount on hotel rooms if you put in the keyword festival on their website. You get a discount. They are a little bit more of a niche hotel. It is a great place. It's a fantastic place. I don't even know how to describe it. I describe it as like a kind of a French red light district, like the Moulin Rouge, kind of meets a dirty Las Vegas. It's just got the hotel just has a vibe about it. It just oozes like rock star. So.
As you said the name, I went to type it in Google. I'm looking at it right now, and wow, Seriously, like the hotel is nice, everything to do around there, and it's a, like you said, it's a whole weekend thing. It's not just the festival. It's the culture.
Yeah.
It's the community. It's really a whole weekend thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And the rooms really are, with the discount code, the rooms really are, comparable to what you would expect to pay in a tourist town in the summer. So, uh, it's not anything astronomical unless you start getting into the suites and stuff.
I mean, if you want to have a rock star weekend, you live like a
Yeah.
rock star.
Yeah, right. Hey, not everyone can be VIP.
Right? Not everyone can make it to the VIP. I mean, I'm one of the cool kids right now if I can make it.
Yeah, yeah. Right.
But
Get to the day of rock, right? It's like that
Movie where the kids were Detroit Rock City, where they were trying to get to the Kiss show.
yes, yes, there's so many movies about trying to get to a festival.
Yeah, right.
I mean, let's do it. Let's go. I'm gonna message Manda right after and be like, okay, new mission next weekend. She's gonna be like, what's going on? I did that with her for another festival, and it was like West Virginia.
Oh, wow.
I was like, we're going, and she was like, what? I was like, I don't know, we're going. That's what I'm saying. So we never know. I'll keep in touch with you.
Okay.
Definitely, definitely. So we talked bands, we talked sponsors, we talked about pretty much everything. Do you have any other sponsors that you want to mention?
Yeah, we are sponsored up with Box Set Studios, which is a uh, combination of a music studio. They do live recordings and band practice, in addition to being a music accessory and music instrument store. One of the last in Asheville, to be honest. We literally just had two of the big ones close up downtown. And Box Set Studios is right near my home, right in Fletcher. So I go in there all the time. I love those guys, and they're doing good work. So wanted to give them a shout out. And I think that's it. We got lucky with sponsors this year. They all chipped in and helped us out. And there's one more. Find a Brew. It is an online beer search engine. You can put in what city, you can put in what type of beer, and it'll bring up different bars or different restaurants and stores that sell that beer. Or you can it'll recommend places as well.
Well, that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
that's pretty awesome. Yeah, if you're a beer lover and you want to know where to go, yeah, I like that.
Well, Asheville's for beer lovers.
Well, Graham, I'm happy that you messaged me to be on the podcast to talk about this festival because it's a pretty awesome festival, and it needs to be mentioned. It needs to be promoted. So we'll try to push it for the last week before the
Yeah.
festival starts. We'll try to push anything that you guys post. If you want to tag me, but
Okay.
Facebook algorithm does not like me. So I tell everybody, if you want me to share, tag me in the comments, send it to me on my messenger, I'll send it out. If you don't do that, I'll see every post you're making 2 weeks too late.
All right.
So it's like, oh, I'm on this podcast. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. And then I look at the date and I'm like, well, it was last Friday. So sorry,
Yeah.
I missed it, like. So like I told everybody, if you guys want me to help push some stuff, just send it to my messenger and I'll share it as much as I can.
Yeah.
Before I let you go, is there anything else you would like to add that we didn't go over, that we didn't... I think we covered pretty much everything we could cover.
I think so. I still owe you for all those hot dogs.
I'm still dreaming of those hot dogs. I think that's all we made that day. I barely saw any bands that day. It's the sacrifices you make when you put on a
I
cool
know, I'm so
festival.
sorry for you.
I mean, it's okay because I had that. You have, there's two sides. Yeah, I miss the bands, but at the same time, I met so many people. I made so many new connections, and it's
Thanks.
music Music and festivals are about that, right? The people, the music, I don't regret making the hot dogs.
Yeah, again, the pitfalls of organizing a fest.
Exactly, but we have a beautiful time that day, so I'm sure Day of Rock is going to be incredible.
And the best part is organizing.
I mean, you got a great lineup of people there, so it's in and out. It's going to be an amazing festival. Graham, thank you for taking time out of your so busy day, moving and everything. Congratulations on the house.
Thank you.
And I'll be in touch, and hopefully we can make it. Fingers crossed.
I know. I'll talk to you all soon. Thank
You have a good night.
you.
Good night, guys.